time those two met up, it was almost the end of Kong.
They don't have to like each other. They just have to work together.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
Hi guys, welcome back to Pattern Time. Today we have on the review myself, Leah, Joshua and Daddy. And today we're going to be reviewing Godzilla and Kong. New things. So the other one was in 2021 and now we're here 3 years later, but it's Godzilla and Kong, not versus. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing, giving you guys a little recap, and yeah, just get stuck into this. If you do like this content, please like, comment and subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought of it as well, if you have seen it. And if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, because it's still in the cinema. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you can pause, you can save for later, watch it, and then come back. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing it. And yeah, so let's start off with a little recap then, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess what we need to just make clear is that obviously we haven't seen the first one we've seen, but it was obviously a while ago.
Yeah.
But the essence of it literally was that so the essence of it is that Kong was in this kind of habitat, this man-made habitat, and he wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And they knew he wasn't happy.
Okay.
And he was either damaging it or it was getting damaged, and he was going to escape, and etc. and so forth. So there was fighting. Obviously, Godzilla was obviously a titan around. So that these times they didn't meet. So obviously they had to release Kong in order to deal with Godzilla. Yeah. So in between all of this and the fighting between Godzilla, and then obviously there was some people that was creating a mechanical Godzilla to deal with Godzilla. So ultimately Kong came out to deal with Godzilla, but he ended up helping Godzilla due to this mechanical one. And then he obviously found this underworld place. What was it called again? The oh god.
There was different dimensions.
The under earth place.
Okay, yeah.
The hollow earth. That's it.
Was it Hollow Earth? Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So in the first one, they found this hollow earth, which was actually Kong's habitat. That's where he came from.
Yeah.
So ultimately, the mechanical Godzilla died, got rid of. Godzilla and Kong had a mutual respect. Godzilla stayed on top. Hollow Earth was Kong's domain, and that's literally where we picked up this film. Yeah, that was the synopsis of the first one. But now,
yes,
Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah. So let's try and do a recap of this movie. So I think it kind of started off with a little bit of a backstory. Well, it started off with Kong, obviously in this new Hollow Earth in his domain.
Yes.
His normal day-to-day eating creatures and all that, fighting off the the insects and all that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it went into some sort of backstory. It was showing us different scenes of number one. I think scenes from number one of different things. Yeah,
but right at the beginning, we've got to remember that okay, we don't want to skip, but you remember when he was fighting off those gorillas? Those are the gorillas from the domain that he hadn't located yet.
Yeah.
Those are the gorillas.
Okay.
So obviously Kong showed himself because they're sidemen.
They're
little sidemen.
They're trying to square
he
up
deal
to
with
him.
them. He deal with them. But remember, it opened up some kind of a crevice. So that's where Kong was able to go down.
Okay,
and find
This new
land
or whatever.
Place.
Oh yeah.
So that was the synopsis. Yeah. Because remember the little gorilla now.
Oh yeah.
The brown little boy.
Where are you from? Nice little sit and bite off his hand and that.
Yeah.
So Kong obviously manners him and says, he smelled the knife and said, "Where did this come from?"
Yeah.
So he's on a journey now to find out what's this all about?
Yeah. And he's scared of him, and he's still following around.
Yeah.
He is scared of him, but he's still following him. Maybe because he's afraid of him. I don't know. But yeah, he's just tagging along.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went into the backstory.
Yes.
Of number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after that?
So obviously we've got to remember that there's two snippets, because Kong's dealing with this Hollow Earth arena. But but on Earth
on
now,
the surface,
they're dealing with Godzilla.
They're dealing with Godzilla.
Godzilla's dealing with all of the Titans.
So now Godzilla's constantly on the move around the country and around the planet. Around the planet, different countries.
Yeah.
And so the humans up there, they're always thinking, where is Godzilla going? Obviously now they're tailing him. They're like, oh my days, what is he gonna do? But they're following him. Then they realize that he must be following some sort of source.
That's right.
Or because I think late at night or whatever, they received a signal and they heard something that was strange.
That's right.
And they thought, where is this source coming from? And could this be what Godzilla is also hearing and what Godzilla's following?
That child.
Yeah.
Those drawings that she was
then
doing.
she started getting these dreams, and she in her dreams she was dreaming stuff, and she started drawing them out. And then in the school they were thinking, what is wrong with this child, whatever. Then she's obviously telling her mum that something's going on, something's happening with me. I'm seeing things, something strange. And then she started worrying about Kong, like something's going on with Kong and all that. So now they're going on a journey to find out what do these dreams mean. Yeah. So we get to that point, and
because obviously she sorts out. You may remember in the first one, she sorted out the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that really, he gave you that element of comedy, which was really, really good actually.
Nice balance.
So he came along because he wanted to also go down to Hollow Earth.
But he had the knowledge as well of these drawings and these symbols. Yeah.
So we don't remember any names, but maybe when we release the video, we'll be able to drop some names in. But yeah, he played a very big part. So I don't know. We don't want to make the video too long either.
But basically, from that point, then they went on this journey. They found out where these to follow where this signal was coming from.
That's right,
then they obviously found
it was a distress signal.
It was a distress, so they found that it was someone calling for help.
That's right.
Something or someone calling for help. They saw a signal on the wall. It was like a bloody thing. They were thinking, what is that? Kong? Is it not?
But to give it context, that the blood on the wall. This was because the humans that was in Hollow Earth just keeping check of the place, the communication, had obviously got attacked. By this villain. Scar King. And there was obviously blood everywhere. The bodies. Then one of their recordings they caught like a face. That's right.
And it was an ape. And so now they're looking for that as well. They ended up going to fast forwarding. They went to some sort of temple.
That's right.
Where the little girl realized this must be a temple, a place of worship.
That's right.
Then there's an insect coming and she found like a secret button or whatever. It pushed some stuff. Then it come up. They followed the water. Found some sort of like force field almost. Went through and found her people and where she actually comes from
and those drawings
and the drawings of crystals in there where she's coming from. So we find the history of that. She finds her people. Then we hear about kind of like the prophecy of who's going to save and this war that's coming. And basically she is the key to awake the their creator or whatever, whoever they follow, their guardian. She is the key to awake her. So then she can then go to Godzilla, because Godzilla and Kong they're not friends. So she to then go to them to reunite them to battle Scarface.
Right. So this Scar guy.
Scar King.
I
don't know why I keep saying
that's Al Pacino. But so the Scar King, remember. So with the Scar King, he entombed probably one of the baddest titans ever. Again, I don't know the name. The ice titan.
Almost like Godzilla, but an ice one.
But an ice one.
Yeah.
So he imprisoned him. And he was imprisoning with pain, so literally he had to do exactly what Scar King told him to do.
With thing,
as long as he had that thing with
the crystal.
As long as he had the crystal. So obviously, when now Kong was led to this place where they all were imprisoning all the apes, literally doing his bidding, and Kong was able to face up now with Scar King for the first time.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, okay, this thing looks weak, it looks thin. I think Kong can deal with it, no trouble.
Yeah,
So when he take out now this diamond or with this crystal, with the ice Godzilla.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that I really like the Scar King's weapon. It reminded me of a whip, but at the same time it was like, it was like one of those weapons, you know, like a Ninja Gaiden, like the Kusarigama, that's what it's called. It kind of reminded me of that.
Chain weapon.
Yeah. I know it's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Very good. I really like the weapon.
So let's talk about let's talk about the action side.
More about Scar King.
Okay,
even though his size made you. His size. And the way he's fought, it made sense why he fights like that, because his size makes him like the agile fighter.
Like
the speed.
Because his first contact with Kong, he did pretty well. Even before he called the ice thing, he did pretty well. Kong was in trouble.
Because he was using the weapon.
He was using the weapon
and his speed.
But let's talk about the action side of it.
Okay.
Obviously, it was action packed.
Yes.
I did like the action.
Very good.
But
very good.
for me, right? For me,
Where you going? Straight. Where you going? Okay.
I'm going straight to Kong, mate.
Okay.
I love me some Kong, and I feel like since we've seen him after the original King Kong, ever since we've seen him from that, he's been like they've weakened him like this is some new Kong. And I'm like, so from the first one, obviously you got bust up by Godzilla. We know that Godzilla is very powerful, but for me it's like Kong loses way too easily. Now in this film, I feel like Kong is just getting bust up too much in multiple situations, and it made it they made him look as if he can't do anything without his weapon. And he did somewhat better with when they gave him the arm.
Yeah,
he did somewhat better.
A mechanical arm.
But then again, the little monkey had to come and give him the thing. Then so it's like.
Well, let's give it some
context. I think the problem is Kong has no answer to what's it called, the atomic breath that Godzilla does. So that's why that weapon is there. And that's why that.
That's why. That was in the first one. That was in the first one because he found that in Hollow Earth. He found that weapon in Hollow Earth. That he can use that to defend, and that's why. Anyway, that was the end. Why the little monkey had to come and bring that to help.
That was the end battle.
But context. So I think they want to humanize Kong as well, because obviously at the beginning of the film, he had a tooth. He had a rotten tooth. A little bit more than a toothache, but he had an infected tooth.
And it was
so he had to go clean up to Earth to get them to deal with the tooth. And they put in some.
Then again with his arm, because he had a cut from the guy's knife or the diamond thing, and they gave him frostbite, and it was affecting everything. So they gave him this metal thing, and it injected him as well to fight against the frostbite,
and made him even stronger.
That
was good. That was. I mean, I think it was very good. That was very good.
It was action packed for sure.
It was action packed.
Again, like with Godzilla 2, right? Obviously, Godzilla. I think she's both. I think it's both or whatever.
I thought it was he.
I think you said because in the original Godzilla,
they said
it was asexual.
Yeah, but they said
no,
she
but
a lot.
they said
she.
But they said she a lot. But in this film, they only said he. But it's probably But anyway, but Godzilla though. Like he was sick. But the thing about Godzilla in this movie, is that he took such a long time to actually power up and use his power. Like when he was fighting against the other Titans. The ice Godzilla. Let's just say the ice Godzilla. When he was fighting against the ice Godzilla and other people, like he's just trying to fight them, and I know he can, and he's punching and he's stepping in. I know he can do that, but just use what you've got. It took him to maybe towards the end for him to now power up, open his mouth and shoot. But like, why are you taking so long to do that? You should have just done it from the start.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing. But Godzilla,
I mean, because he knew the trouble was coming, because
that's why he was killing all the Titans for.
He was killing the Titans and recharging
with radiation. He was
because
absorbing the radiation.
He froze himself in the ice and didn't wake up until he felt them come out, and he woke up and he was like,
So another good bit.
Yeah.
You can understand by this that we were really impressed by the film. Nevertheless, another really good bit is when, so now Kong's ready, he's got the metal arm, he's ready, so let's take this fight. So obviously the girl said, no, we need help. So he needs to go now and get Godzilla.
Oh my god.
That was sick.
Yeah,
So let me
yeah.
drop it if I miss anything. So he comes out into Egypt, I believe it was, where one of these holes came.
Pyramids,
He came up through a pyramid, I believe. Yeah.
And
and then to get to it, and
so he had
to get Godzilla's attention.
Yeah.
He had to roar and
roar.
obviously.
Yeah.
And then
And obviously
Godzilla
He went up to the
chasing
top.
him. Yeah.
top.
And then
Started
he
chasing him.
jumped in the
Jump
water.
Into the sea. Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah.
And so anyway, they meet up. So now Godzilla don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't know what's
He
going
just
on.
hates Kong.
So he just goes, said, "What are you doing there?
Yeah.
This is my domain."
Yeah.
So bang, 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 fight.
Fight. He's not hearing.
He's not
and then
hearing
Godzilla
nothing.
was like, "Listen, no, but I mean Kong was
had
like,
to
this
pin
guy's
him
not
down. He had to
understanding.
pin him
Time to
down.
have to punch this
Yeah.
guy out. He's busting
What
him
that
across the
reminded
wall.
me of? What that reminded
Hulk. An abomination.
Hulk Buster.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what it reminded me
that
of.
one.
When it said "Gun to see, gun to see,
Oh,
gun to
right.
see,"
But
boom.
I was thinking of Incredible Hulk because Hulk did that to Ravage
Oh,
almost.
yeah, true.
It was like boom, and he was with the cars.
Oh yes, that's right. That's
So
it.
I was just
that's
like,
it.
but Godzilla wasn't hearing. Like,
wasn't hearing
he
nothing.
just saw red and he just kept going for Kong.
So what we kind of like missed was the whole point that the Wasp played in all of this, because she needed to awaken the Wasp, or this maybe the leader or whatever. She needed to awaken, and the minute that she was, it's a she.
Yeah.
The minute she was woke, she went.
She went
So
straight.
I didn't realise she had to go and get Godzilla on side.
Yes.
Because her and Godzilla was in the past.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So there was a
Yeah,
connection.
because Godzilla and her, they were allies.
That's what all of them drawings were in the temple.
Yeah, and what they were talking about with the
They were
history,
allies,
her and Godzilla were allies before, but she probably knew that whatever would happen between Godzilla and Kong for them to not be allies. So she knew that she would have to come.
Yeah.
Because Godzilla obviously would have remembered her.
Yeah.
That's why when she saw her, then he knew.
Because he was just charging up ready for Kong.
Yeah, he was.
Because that's
Then
it.
she
He's
came,
over.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then he calmed. He's like, okay, now I know what this is for.
And then they.
And then
Then they dive down into the hole.
Oh man!
And we just see something comes down into the hole, and then we just see.
And then
not
but when they go through the portal, we see something shoot out, which is obviously the boss thingy.
That's right.
And then next thing you know, they all come, and then we see all the poses of them running. Oh my gosh, when Kong! Oh man!
So you've got the Scar King on the ice Godzilla,
on the ice Godzilla,
and then you got Kong. He
Godzilla.
held on to Godzilla.
Yeah,
and then
he was
pose.
running. Yeah, then he held
It's like
on
that
to
Civil
Godzilla.
War
Yeah,
pose.
yeah, he was like, oh, it's like, yes,
But
Kong.
the two apes, jumped
Oh,
over each
man.
other.
Yeah,
and
the two apes and then the two Godzillas. But man, that was.
It was good. It was
Kong,
very
man,
good.
Kong.
So obviously there was this big battle, etc. and so forth. But what surprised me, and what I was going to say, I was starting to think that when they were fighting with the no gravity. So obviously, to give some context, the people had a defense mechanism to just release all the gravity, so
when
people
two crystals touch.
so people couldn't attack them. I guess that's what it was.
Zero gravity.
And I thought that was I thought that hopefully this doesn't last, because it was a bit it was a bit funny. It went, I'm not saying there was anything wrong with it.
It's because none of them come fly.
We need them on the ground. We need them on the ground. So
Yeah.
anyway, it was only going to last for a little while. So that went. So when they started to drop, they dropped straight through the portal.
Yeah, and that's what led them into Egypt.
Which is when they took the
final
fight
battle.
was in Earth. So when Scar King wakes up in Earth,
he gets
because this is what his whole mission was.
This is what he wanted.
He wanted to freeze up the whole of the Earth.
Yeah. So he did something to the sky to make it dark.
Yes.
He's screaming at the people.
Yeah.
He wants to kill and destroy everything.
Yeah.
But it was But Let's rate it first and foremost.
All right. Okay.
Let's rate it.
Okay.
So what were you thinking?
Gosh.
This is a hard one. But what were you thinking?
Gosh.
Minimum 8.
Gosh.
Yeah, because I
Minimum
feel like
8.
I'm going to that as well.
Minimum 8.
Yeah.
Minimum 8. Definitely, Josh.
Yeah, let's just say 8. I'll say 8 then.
Minimum 8. Yeah.
8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 8 out of 10.
8.
Yeah. 8 out of 10. Yeah. No lower than that.
No.
See,
Very good.
So the thing is, in this review, I'm struggling to think how they could have made it any better.
That's
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was,
really
It kept me on my seat.
Yeah.
I was focused.
Yeah.
And towards the end, I'm sitting close.
Yeah.
So no, it was very
But
good.
even going back, just quickly going back to that, even when the whole thing happened and they dropped through the portal and what happened, I was just thinking, and then they cut, I think, to the humans.
That's right.
And it's just like, why is this taking so, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Keep the battle going.
Yeah.
Obviously, they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But
the final fight was good. It was very good as well.
Yeah.
The way that they dealt with it, the way that they dealt with Scar King, the way that...
Okay, obviously, the little guy, the little monkey, destroyed the crystal.
That's
so that
right,
obviously means he couldn't
was,
Scar.
I think that was the whole point of
King,
that whole
King.
fight.
Couldn't control him.
Because,
And when he realised he's not controlled anymore,
he realised,
he
hold on.
gonna turn on.
Because he realised,
yeah.
And then he knew what side he was originally on. So then he charged that Scar King.
That's right. Yes.
Charged that Scar King. He got frozen, and then Kong smacked him in half and done.
Finished.
Done. And then he goes back to where the other apes were, because he was controlling like all the apes. He goes back to them, basically saying like it's done. He's gone or whatever. He's the new king. Yeah.
And Godzilla goes back to where he started.
Yeah,
so
he was in like some temple thing, and he just goes back and
Colosseum. That's where he's sleeping.
Yeah, and he's just
so ultimately now, Hollow Earth is how it was supposed to have been.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. And I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. I don't know if there's going to be another one, because I don't see where they're going to go with that. But
I don't know what they're going to do after
they
that.
did very well.
Very well.
Very good film.
No negatives from here.
From our point of view, if you haven't seen it, you need to go and see the film. You will enjoy it.
Yes, you will enjoy it so more than number one.
Yeah. Number one was good, but this one. They did well.
Top notch,
they did well.
Godzilla's really what's the word? Really overpowered. Definitely, you can tell.
She is.
Tell. Oh right. Yeah, because
when she does her charge and stuff.
Yeah. Even from the original Kong films, Kong is a bad man.
Man.
I mean, I know he's not a man. He's a bad ape. But you know what I mean. But he's sick.
Nah.
But it looks like he needs.
They just weakened him.
What do you call it? What do you call it? No, you don't. When you nerf. No, nerf is when you're too powerful.
No, you've weakened him.
You weaken him.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah, because Kong's a bad man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I love Kong.
Yeah, Kong's a bad man.
But you're up against Godzilla. This is a different.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But that's fine. Obviously, he wasn't really fighting Godzilla in this film. Yeah. But he wasn't really fighting Godzilla in this film.
And
we're talking about the other
size as well.
Yeah.
And he swims. It's just
but Kong did deal with tree Tyrannosaurus.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's
what I'm saying.
That's a Rex.
No,
nothing compared to Godzilla.
Yeah, but even not Godzilla though. Yeah. Even with the other ape, he was struggling. That's not the King Kong I know.
Yeah.
Godzilla fine because whatever. But with the other guy, come on, they nerfed him.
Kong's never fought.
It don't matter.
But anyway,
they've nerfed him.
I think we need to.
But anyway,
But we had a good time. So
yeah, definitely. So that was our little recap and review of Godzilla and Kong. So let us know what you guys think as well. If you have seen it, let us know in the comments what you thought of the film, and of what you think, if it was better than number one or what not. If you haven't seen it again, then go and watch it. You would have got all these spoilers, but if you're okay with spoilers, it's okay. But if you do like this video and this content, please like, comment and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you as well. And yes, at this time we're gonna say Pattern Time out.